Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Gasoline tastes good while killing you.
Probably.
Because there's no way it tastes the way it smells. Because if it tastes the way it smells, I'd give it a shot. Like a legit, I'd take a shot of it.
It would just be like a different new fountain drink.
I don't know.
Thing. Maybe like
there's no way it's carbonated though. It's gotta be flat. It's gotta be more like whiskey, dude. It'd be like a strong taste, but it'd be probably. Do you think gasoline smooth tasting?
Oh no, it's probably hard.
It will burn. It's gotta burn, right? Ethanol in it. I don't know. Does ethanol hurt? These are questions that only people who have died can answer.
I feel like we're just a bad science class right now.
This is not even science. This is us debating on whether we should or should not drink gasoline.
I think we should not. I think that's the safe move.
Well, of course, we're not going to. The real question is, would it taste delicious though?
Maybe for like a second, and then it's like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Well, people huff gas, right? That's a way to get high. So, dude, if you took a shot of gasoline, you'd probably get fucked up, dude.
Yeah, but again,
and it's way cheaper than booze. I don't think one shot of gasoline would kill you. Look up how much gasoline you have to digest to kill you.
Oh my god!
I think your body could deal. It would probably fuck up your liver like pretty bad, but I think you'd live from one shot. You know, you have to. I can imagine the human body could take that. Like I said, I'm sure it would do some organ damage.
It says in adults, 20 to 50 grams of gasoline, fewer than 2 ounces, can cause severe intoxication.
Yeah.
And around 350 grams or 12 ounces can kill a person who weighs 70 kilograms.
I don't know what kilograms is. Convert that to pounds, please.
Okay.
So we have a rough idea. I don't speak no fucking European, dude.
It's about 154 pounds.
154 pounds. Okay, so me and you can drink. We could drink a beer's worth of gasoline, get fucking, and just get shit faced, dude. Survive, dude. Imagine being such an alcoholic. you're like.
There's one I haven't tried yet.
He was like, dude, before I go to the bar, I'd have a shot of gasoline. Dude, gets you fucked up, saves you a bunch of money too. Like, that's my pregame. That's your pregame. Is you just take a shot of gasoline. Dude, imagine how cheap
Sunoco filling up.
Dude, how cheap is a shot of gasoline? Like a dime?
Probably.
Get fucking shit faced off a dime.
Well, it's
pretty good deal. Pretty good deal.
A gallon
dude.
for $3.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how many ounces are in a gallon because I'm retarded, but it would get you fucked up and it'd be financially wise of you. Hey, alcoholics out there, if you're trying to save yourself some money, we recommend here at Inept Pit of taking a shot of gasoline.
We do not recommend that
before you start a binge.
I mean, I don't recommend that. So
I recommend it.
On that side.
I'm about people saving money, dude. I'm about people saving money, becoming self-reliant, and not having their addictions cripple their finances. So I suggest, if you are an alcoholic, you don't have to quit. That's ridiculous. If you're an alcoholic, keep drinking. Clearly, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just become not fun? Yeah, okay. Not realistic. How about you just start taking a shot of gasoline before you go out or before you start drinking, and you will save yourself a buttload of money. Just keep a gallon at the house, top off a little shooter before you go, before you start on the pounding beers, and bing, bang, boom, dude, you're probably already heavily intoxicated and you spent a dime. Now, sure, it's going to cause organ failure, but so is becoming a full-blown alcoholic who gets blacked out several times a week. That will also cause organ failure.
Well, that's later in life. That's immediate. Pretty much.
I don't know. If you're getting blacked out like multiple times a week, I don't think it takes that long for your liver to start shutting down.
I think it depends on your age, your weight, your lifestyle, your Just how healthy you are.
I don't think any of that matters because it's still the process of, like your liver processing, the process of your liver processing. I'm very intelligent. Alcohol will still do a number on it if you're drinking that amount.
Yeah, no doubt. But I think it's just safe to say any amount of gasoline is not good.
I would agree, but also I think that it might be a healthy alternative for some.
If we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will both do a shot of gasoline.
Yes, we
live
will.
on the pod.
We'll do a shot of gasoline. I'm gonna chase it
thanks.
with. But if I do a shot of gasoline, I'm gonna have to have a pickleback. I'm sorry, I'm a pussy. I need a pickleback with my shot of gasoline. I'm not a man. I can't take my gasoline straight.
Oh man, we give out the worst advice on here.
I disagree, but all right, well, agree to disagree. Honestly, what's the number?
Of what?
What's the number it would take for you to drink gasoline? Take a shot of gasoline. Like how much money?
I don't know because I don't know if I'd be around to see it.
One shot. We already looked it up, dude. It's at 154 pounds. It would take 12 ounces to kill him. You're well over 154 pounds.
Oh, thanks. I was waiting for that. I thought you were gonna make that.
You're well over.
You'll survive it.
I mean, you double that. Honestly, you double it.
2 shots.
Yeah.
All right. 2 and a quarter.
I just do one shot, and that's way not even close to killing you.
It's rough.
Well, how much money?
50 million. That's
what? Shut the fuck up, dude.
That's like a NFL.
That's an absurd. That's an absurd amount.
Paid 50 million a year.
Yeah, that's an absurd amount of money. That's not how much it would take. You would say yes before 50 million. I feel like.
Well, I'd probably do it for $1 million. But 5 million is with my. I'd start with 5 million.
5 million.
Like $1 million.
Dude,
I wouldn't do this for less than $1 million.
80,000.
Maybe.
I actually, honestly, that's not even. I would do it for like
$20.
No, it would be in the thousands, but I honestly, I mean, we just get into 5 digits. I'd probably do it for 10 grand. No problem, dude. Immediately having 10 grand, I would do a shot of gasoline for 10 grand. I could help so many people with that 10 grand.
10 grand.
Dude, do you know how many
autograph for my favorite wrestler?
No, I could buy an autograph for my favorite wrestler with the 10 grand. And still have like a bunch of grands left over.
It's true. Free hotel. Yeah. I'd ask for just more that's not money.
You just asked for stuff that wasn't
season
money.
Tickets to the line.
Can I have unlimited pizza from Domino's? And sorry,
Domino's is the proud sponsor of this.
Yeah, dude, get spot. Oh, dude, that'd be a brilliant way. I'm drinking gasoline for the cure. I'll do a shot of gasoline, and then I'll find a bunch of sponsors. And then I do a lot.
And the cure.
Yeah, dude, and then I'll do a live stream of just how intoxicated I am from drinking gasoline. Dude, I don't give a shit, dude. If it was just for the cure, I'd take a shot of gasoline and then light a match and put it in my mouth and see what happens, dude. Sick way to die. Holy shit, that'd be a cool way to die.
You wouldn't be around to see the success of the video.
I don't care. That's still a sick way to die, dude.
You would no longer be Drew Campbell. You'd be the guy who just killed himself.
I don't really care about other people's knowledge of me. It'd just be sick when people talk like, "Hey, did you hear Drew died?" It's like, no, what happened? It was fucking burned from the inside out. Holy shit, that's fucking awesome. Like,
that's what you.
What'd you do? Die from a horrible disease, surrounded by your loved ones in a bed in a hospital? Boring. I'm gonna burn my organs out. I'm gonna suffocate from the smoke that's being made in my own lungs.
That's a cool way. We don't endorse that. Do not do that if you're at home.
If you got to choose how you died, what would it be?
Peacefully in my bed, surrounded by loved ones at an old age. What are you talking about?
You fucking pussy! I knew you'd choose that. Yeah, I mean, I want to live long, ish, but I also I would like to
You have to
not
put the
die
ish
in the
on for a
land.
disclaimer.
Well, I
Maybe.
mean, I don't
What
want to
happened?
live too long.
I guess.
Well, there's a point I think where you live too long where you'll just hate everything. Well, one, you're gonna live to a point where everyone you love is dead for the most
That's
part. I
true.
mean, you could probably unless you have kids, but everything else, it's like, yeah, my fucking wife's dead, my parents are dead, all my siblings are dead, all my friends are dead. I don't even. Why am I here? Like, I don't like anything anymore because like, there's no way. Like, you're not gonna be. There's a certain age where you're not gonna like new shit, and you shouldn't because you're old. It shouldn't be inclusive to you. Like, I think there's a severe problem if you meet someone who's 80 and they're like, "Hey, you hear this new music coming out? I like it." It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like,
Well, that's why when you're older, you live with like a retirement community, just that sort of.
I'll hate it though. I
Yeah,
don't I don't like people my own age. If I had to live in a whole group of people my own age, it would suck.
but
I'd hate all their music. I'd hate all the movies they like. I'd hate their personalities.
no, but the
Can you
staff
can
that
you
works there is
imagine? Can
younger.
you imagine being a social justice warrior and being like in your 80s? You know how unbearable that person
Hand
would
me
be.
my phone.
They're like
I saw
tweeting.
something on the news.
They're tweeting out about injustice since they're 85, and it's like, can someone just snap all their brittle fingers, please?
Jeez.
All right, what were you saying? You saw
That's my
something on the
goal.
news?
No,
Was that a bit?
it's like yeah. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
trying to contribute.
Oh, go for it.
Wasn't working for
Let's see what you got.
it. No, you brought about social justice warriors when they're 85. It's like they just see they're sitting in bed, seeing something on the news, and they just said, "Someone hand me my phone. I
Well,
gotta tweet this out."
well, I don't know. I think we've already established this, but it's like everyone who's progressive now will become an anti-progressive. It's just the natural lineage of how things work. That's why it's weird when people yeah, of course, I want people to be like to accept all these new things, but like people who like, I don't understand how they can't accept it. It's like, you don't. Well, wait 40 years. And
Yeah.
when people start wanting to treat artificial intelligence as humans and allowing them to vote, and you're fighting against it, and they want them to be like have all the rights that people do, and they want to marry them, and you're gonna go, this is fucking insane. You're trying to marry a goddamn robot, and then everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, you used the R word, you fucking piece of shit. Like, it's gonna happen. You're gonna be on the wrong. Everyone's always gonna eventually be on the wrong side of history.
Oh no doubt. We're already seeing it. Just people
It's
in
just,
the
well,
past.
progressives are now anti-progressives. I mean, like I said, I hate to bring it up, but it's like you look at, I mean, great civil rights leader like Martin Luther King and Gandhi, and if you go into all their shit, you're like, yeah, not all this would hold up nowadays. Like Martin Luther King, I hate to put words after we were just after Martin Luther King Day, but he was a reverend. There's no way he would have supported abortion.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have. Realistically, he wouldn't have. He was a religious
I
leader.
wasn't around to just ask him that.
I'm not gonna put. Yeah, but he was a reverend.
Yeah. Did he also cheat on his wife?
Yeah, it is kind of shitty that we're talking bad about MLK right after MLK. Yeah, he did. He totally did. But he was a great guy, and I'm not going to do it again. We talked about this before. It was during a time period where men in suits were kind of expected to fucking cheat on their wives and have mistresses.
I think. I don't think that's
Not a
something we
rule.
should agree with. I think
I'm
that's
not
just-
saying I'm
just how people
agreeing with
acted.
it. It was how people acted at the time, and it wasn't frowned upon for the most part. I mean, I'm sure their wives didn't like it, but their wives just accepted it at the time. It was
That's
kind of just
ridiculous.
well, it was just part of dating a powerful man, and a lot of now we're coming to terms with like that's not acceptable, which I agree it isn't. But it's also like I'm not going to shit on him for it because besides that, I mean, he's an American hero.
Oh, he is. He's the great civil rights leader.
Yeah, but also that's another thing because we were in a very we don't like to be pro-America right now, which I understand because there's a lot of issues with it, but it is funny because it's like Martin Luther King is an American hero because he did make America a better place.
Yeah.
So
his message reached so many people, and it progressed at that time.
yeah, well, he made America a better place to live, which makes him an American hero. which a lot. That's why, like, whenever you see like pictures of Martin Luther King, there's usually an American flag behind it.
And all schools are named
Not
after
the
him,
actual
roads,
pictures, but like there are, yeah.
statues. There's just
But we have
statues
also
of
talked
him.
about this. If you're on a road named after Martin Luther King, you should be careful. It's not a good neighborhood. It's facts, dude. I don't fucking know why, but it's legit facts. You don't want to have a bunch of
Where's your sources?
reality.
That's insane.
You don't want to be alone after dark. As a person who is, well, I would say it looks like an easy victim.
On MLK Boulevard.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that, dude. It's a good way to get into some
I feel like that
into a hollow
like,
situation.
That feels like stereotyping.
It's not.
Cite your sources. Reality.
It's not stereotyping. I'm not talking about. It's not people. It's a street.
I feel like you've seen two streets that are just coincidentally named MLK Boulevard.
Nah, bro.
That are bad. You're like,
I shouldn't say
all
that.
of them.
I wouldn't say two. I wouldn't say two. I will just say everyone in Michigan, because I haven't been to. I've been to several outside of my own town, and they're all in a neighborhood that is a high crime rate that I probably wouldn't recommend people being alone in after dark. It's a high crime rate. It's just a good way to get into shenanigans. Now, we've already talked about this before, so I don't want to go over it. And you could argue that that is because of red taping and creating neighborhoods that are high in crime and stuff like that. And I would agree with all that. It still doesn't change the fact that it is a dangerous place to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's still like, yes, agree. All those horrible things caused it to be this way, but it still doesn't change the fact probably shouldn't be there at that time.
Jeez.
Whatever. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we have.
Shout out MLK, dude. He rules.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great day.
I don't know. I worked. I don't really celebrate days. I don't celebrate days named after people.
What if there was a Drew Campbell day?
No. Now you're speaking my language.
It's just Christmas. It's like
Drew Campbell Day. Technically, my birthday. If you want to be technical, your birthday is technically that day. But if there's a Drew Campbell Day, that'd be a sick day. No,
how would people celebrate?
I don't know. They'd probably like yell some shit that they barely know about politics, and and then roast someone until they get to an uncomfortable level and don't like you, and you without you picking up on their social cues. You friendly roasting someone till they think you're an asshole and don't like you, and then you've ruined your relationship with that person.
This doesn't sound like a holiday.
It's not a good one.
No. It's like ruin your friendships today. All the close people you love.
Well, not friendships, because the friends understand me.
Yeah.
That's why they're my friends.
Yeah.
All my friends totally get it when I roast them. I've
busting balls.
I've never roasted a friend and they were like, Joe, no, like this is offensive.
Maybe I should.
Or get upset. No, because then I wouldn't be your friend anymore.
Evan became such a wuss.
Dude, Evan fucking sucks now, dude. I called him fat the other day and he cried. I'm not hanging out with that. I'm not hanging out with that fat, sad pussy.
I love how you say that instead of I'm not hanging out with him. You have a whole description.
Fat, sad pussy. Evan's pronouns are fat pussy.
I feel like that'd be like my rap name or something.
Fat pussy. I think your rap name would be Little Fatty.
God, I think I'm losing weight.
Yeah, sure you are. Why do you think you're losing weight? What have you done to change?
That's a good point. I mean, I think I just shaved and got a haircut. I'm like, it looks better.
Yeah, you lost
better.
You technically lost weight of hair.
Yeah.
You do look better. You should not have a beard. You Mexicans can't grow beards, dude. You should stop trying. It doesn't look good.
I'm trying to grow a mustache.
Don't do that either.
Why?
Mexicans can't grow facial hair, dude. It's just, it comes out looking like shit most of the time. Clearly, your white blood did not dominate your Mexican blood in the facial hair region. Like
Well,
certain
I'll
can.
give it another go soon.
Who's the actor? Mexicans can usually rock a good mustache. So if you want to, but I also don't think you should because I think it will make you look more like a pedophile.
Thanks for the tip, man.
Yeah, I just say it. Certain people also, I don't really like when people have just mustaches now. I don't know why. It's a new hipster thing. I've talked about this before.
I
But
feel like that's been around. You see a lot of older guys have it, like the long white hair and just the mustache. You know,
you're only allowed to have a mustache if you're either a lumberjack or a firefighter, and besides that, no, it's not allowed.
it's a law you passed. You petition to Congress. Like
Yeah.
we need to solve this huge crisis in this country. Just too many people with mustaches.
There's the only acceptable people have mustaches. That, or if you're a jazz musician, that too. Those are the three.
Okay.
Firefighter, lumberjack, jazz musician. Besides that, you're not allowed to rock a solo mustache.
Lumberjack's got the full facial hair going.
But sometimes they rock just solo mustache, and that's all right.
Are you basing this off like a TV character?
I don't know. I have no. I'm basing it off of an image in my head of a lumberjack.
The brawny man.
I don't know. Does he have a mustache?
Pulling it up.
I thought Brawny Man had a 5 o'clock shadow. What a weird kind of like thing. They make fucking paper towel, right? Brawny's paper towel. What the fuck? What the hell? How's a lumberjack paper towel? I guess because lumber, but you know, like because paper comes from wood and lumberjack, but that's a real far reach.
Oh, never mind. He's totally clean shaven.
Oh, all right. Well, you're
I don't even think he's a lumberjack. I think he's just a guy wearing flannel.
I think he's just a lumberjack. I think he's just Canadian. I think he's just a Canadian guy. But yeah, no, I've talked about this before. I think it's funny, like all the hipsters that just adapt. Like they like are supposed to be really progressive, and then like just dress like slave owners. They just do a solo mustache, and they love like bow ties.
I love how we went from the brawny man to that.
They even like brought back the old haircuts. They literally dress like racist slave owners. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just about going. I just go to Great Clips and get this nice little do.
What? Not everything's about you, you fucking selfish megalomaniac. Oh my god.
Well, I was
talking about racist hipsters.
I don't know. Are they around?
Racist hipsters?
I don't know any.
Yeah, they're like most of them. Like most of them are racist. Most hipsters.
Okay. Most are racist.
Yeah. I mean, they say they're not. No, they're not like overtly. I wouldn't say they're. Sorry, I wouldn't say they're most.
Hipster, are you racist?
Honestly, they make a large percentage of subconscious races, like actually believing, because like they're in the whole group where they feel like that these races can't help themselves, and therefore their white hipsterness needs to come in and take care of them for themselves. Like they're the kind of people that gentrify a neighborhood. They're like, I'm not racist, so I'm going to go into this neighborhood and I'm going to open up my artisan pizza shop and slowly destroy the community and everything that makes it great.
You know, for some people, they're like, you're speaking my language.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking hate hipsters.
I can see you becoming one.
Oh, thank you. Fucking talk to me like that ever again. No, I'm not a hipster. I'm just autistic. There's a thin line between hipster and autistic.
Now here we go. Yeah.
No, because my weird obsessions have to do with my brain just locking onto something and being really into like certain things, where a hipster's fascination is specifically and purposely not liking mainstream things because they think it creates an identity for them. So if something's
Maybe it's
popular,
just
they
something.
can't like it.
It's just a culture, you know. It's just something that
It's
a lot
not a
of people.
culture. It's actually the absence thereof of culture. It's
But
going.
they
I like.
gentrify and they build all these, put
That's
these
not
new
a.
shops
Yeah,
in. You know, they want to build
it's
their own,
anti-culture. It's a destruction of culture.
or it's a
They
building
take
up of
a
a new culture.
They take a culture and just. Are you defending gentrification? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it.
No,
Kind of sounds like it. That's the like up. Like you'll never meet a hipster who's like really into anything like mainstream music. They purposely have to dislike things. They usually will arguably like fight against things their parents like because they're prematurely set into always being a teenager and never maturing and creating an actual personality. Like they'll be mad, they'll be like, ugh, that's music my parents listen to. And it's like, all right, what's the problem with that? Like,
I love old time rock.
well, it's what
classic
you
rock.
said. It's just like, all right, what's the problem with liking the same music as your parents? Are you still 14?
You
Are
only
you
go into
still
concerts
14
with your
years old?
parents?
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I either
It's been
go
a
by
minute.
myself
I'm
or my
about to go do
parents.
I would. My parents have a good taste. Well, my mom pretty much will just. My mom is. I don't even understand what she likes. She kind of just says she likes things. I don't really know if my mom really likes anything that much. She'll just
She
go,
likes to go with the flow and be with her family.
I think she just likes things that she can recognize the name. Does that make sense?
Yeah, mainstream.
Not even
Right?
mainstream necessarily.
Oh.
I mean, I guess probably
Like
mainstream
popular
from back in her day. If she can recognize something, then she enjoys it.
Yeah,
She's not that invested in culture, you know.
I feel like it is a culture.
Like that's why my parents will watch like old, like shitty, straight to like movies that no one should ever watch. Like, oh, Val Kilmer made a new action movie that no one ever watched, but it's on Amazon Prime, and they're like, oh, Val Kilmer, all right. Like,
we'll watch it. We'll be the 1%.
He was in some good movies. Like,
check this out.
My dad has a great taste in music, though. His was absolutely in love with music and like listened. I went going through my dad's old record collection. I mean, it's just insane all the stuff he listened to, and was just into. Like, he had a great taste in music, and was also widely diverse. Like he wasn't. Some people get obsessed with like one genre, and they only listen to that, which is fine. I mean, you're allowed to listen to whatever you want, but I wouldn't say that's a good taste in music.
Oh, thanks, Drew. Appreciate it.
You don't. Well, you were like that, but you've kind of started to branch out. I mean, like you're now listening to bands outside of your normal genre. You should just listen to alternative rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you started to branch out. I mean, like you went to a Primus concert this year. That's progressive metal.
Prog rock, man.
No, it's not rock. It's prog metal.
They're basically Freaky Rush.
Yeah, but they're not. They're definitely metal. I mean, there's some of their songs
like
are rock.
Metal. It's progressive.
No, it's not funk metal. Funk
They're
metal
described as a funk metal band.
Well, I mean, that's some of their songs I would agree. But like some of Red Hot Chili Peppers songs can be described as funk metal. So it's just hard to say. But they're good. And I mean, that's definitely widening your taste. But I would say anyone who's only essentially listens to one genre of music, and nothing against it, like you're allowed to listen to whatever you want, but that's also I wouldn't describe that person as having a good taste in music.
I feel like
especially even though if you listen to one or two genres mostly, that's not a good taste in music because music is so much more than that. You know what I mean? It's widely diverse.
I feel like all the new genres that I like, it's because of you. You basically showed me all the music I like, and then I discovered my own music along the way.
Yeah, I would agree because, well, I mean, like I wouldn't say, I'm not going to praise myself, but I don't think you really had anyone else in your life that had a wide range of music taste.
No, it's just whatever was on iTunes.
Music wasn't really.
It was just I listened to a lot of popular music as a kid.
Well, I mean, I think everyone did as a kid. I mean, I did. Like when I was really young, I mean, the music I liked was what was ever on MTV, mostly. Like when I was really
CDs.
Well, no, like I'm like talking about. I mean, I remember what my first favorite song was. Um,
And
it was Up in Here by fucking DMX. The song,
That's a good song.
that. I loved that. That was I remember that being my first favorite song. I loved DMX, and that song too was amazing. It was like insane. In the DMX was probably my first favorite artist.
Stop.
Drop,
Drop.
shut them down, open up shop. Oh, oh, that's a Rough Riders roll. Yeah.
Shout out DMX.
Yeah, R.I.P. dude.
Yep.
He's cool. He's also blatantly homophobic, but it's also
I love how
kind of
he's cool. He's also blatantly homophobic.
he was. I mean, you go listen to some of his too. Like I think he has a line like something like, "If you suck a dick, I'm not shaking your hand."
Isn't that Eminem? Eminem was pretty homophobic too.
Well,
I feel like a lot of hip hop artists had some homophobia on their lyrics.
I mean, all of them. They still do. They just don't voice it as much. But the rap community is probably the most homophobic genre. I mean, Lil Nas X is trying to change that. I think he's kind of like a forefront of trying to change that community. Frank Ocean, even though not a rapper, kind of tried to get into the rap scene. Like he was doing songs with rappers, but no, it's pretty homophobic scene. It's just, it's probably the last mainstream version of like hyper toxic or hyper masculinity being celebrated.
Yeah, I agree.
At least in mainstream format. Not saying that other music doesn't still do hyper masculinity. I mean, country to a T, but
just like sitting country in my truck or something.
Yeah, and like doing that. It
doesn't
dumb.
Attack people. It's just
it doesn't attack
trying
people.
To boost yourself, I guess.
It's stupid. Definitely, modern country music does suck. I mean, it is basically
it's a lot of ego boosting and just trying to look cool, that sort of thing.
It doesn't objectify women as much, which I don't really care. I'm not gonna go into a whole thing like women are so objectified because like Drake doesn't do that, you know. Like Drake, I don't like Drake, but Drake's clearly probably the most mainstream rapper, and he's not objectifying, but it's like probably the biggest genre to date that's still hyper masculine, like in the sense of stuff. I mean, you had DaBaby come out and he's like a huge rapper and basically said all gay people have AIDS and that his fans weren't gay.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was fucking cool.
That was only a few months ago.
That was fucking cool, dude. Just kidding. No, it was weird.
It was last summer.
It was weird, but he also, you know, like, I don't know. He comes from, you know, a rough kind of background where that was kind of necessary to survive. I mean, gang areas, I like that kind of rough gang-like mentality. It has to be hyper masculine, otherwise you can, you know, people could look at you weak and that could literally kill you. I mean, or just put you in a situation where it's dangerous, like if people don't respect you enough and gang-like criminal organizations.
He was blowing up too before that. Like he was just on SNL, and
he was
headlining like in arenas now.
Yeah, he also killed a guy.
Yeah.
Look up that story. Let's read about how DaBaby killed a guy. Why can't we read that? I want to know. Well, I know he killed
Dave Chappelle's a bit about it.
I know, but I know he killed a guy. But I also want to
Walmart.
Yeah, but I want to know how he didn't go to prison for it, because that's the part of the story I don't know. Is that how he killed a guy and didn't go to prison? Like, what loophole happened there? I mean, did the guy pull a gun on him? Was it considered self-defense? I don't really know the full story.
All right, let me pull something up here. If I can read it.
But don't get me wrong, I do really enjoy rap. I just think there's definitely an area that's like the last mainstream music that's hyper masculine, and no doubt a lot of those guys behind the scenes are homophobic, and not in the fun like, oh, call something gay way, like, oh, like weirded out by gay people way. I mean, there's a lot of rappers that have attacked Lil Nas X or have said things about him that don't really make sense. Like I think what was it? Ti was like, I don't understand why Lil Nas X can do what he does, but then DaBaby gets canceled for what he says. I'm like, I don't know. One person's just being themselves, and the other person's ridiculing someone for being themselves. And again,
Yeah.
not in a joking manner, in an earnest way. Like, no, I don't know if like DaBaby should lose everything because of it.
No, but there's definitely consequences.
I don't know if consequences. It's just people should realize who he is as a person and then not, listen to him accordingly. The market regulates itself, dude. Like, if you don't like someone, just don't go see him.
Yeah, but do you think Travis Scott's still gonna have a huge career now after what happened?
I mean, he should, as long as people should just treat it as they is. I mean, honestly, just should. If you like Travis Scott and you're not bothered by what happened and you still want to see him, then yeah, that's about it. I don't think we should decide whether or not he has a career. I think his fans are allowed to decide what they like and don't like. I mean, that's the problem with America. We even do that with
fans.
We do that with politics. Well, we do that with politics where we do this whole thing where it's like, well, let us decide what's best for you or what you want. Like, no, people should be able to decide what they want and what's best for them, for better or for worse. I mean, forcing people to believe in a certain thing will only create backlash against the thing. It won't actually create compassion towards it. No, I'm serious. Like that
we
never
just
works.
disband Congress and
we
just vote in American Idol style about what we want the country to do.
I mean, it's just created like in the sense of I'm trying to like if someone forces you to believe something, there's probably a better chance that you're going to fight harder against that thing than you will actually embrace it. It's fascism, maybe you'll succumb to it and you'll learn, but secretly it will just build more of a hate instead of building more of an acceptance towards it.
I found this DaBaby article.
Okay, cool.
This is from the Rolling Stone, and so like a month ago, his case was dismissed.
Oh, it was dismissed. Okay, why?
It was dismissed as prejudice, meaning it can't be brought again on December 1st.
How is him killing a guy and getting charged for
this is something else different.
Oh, no, this is a different guy.
It's a different incident. It's a different... Allegedly,
that's really funny. I'm thinking of DaBaby going in on a murder trial. It's like, what's your defense? I claim prejudice. Like, huh? How? Shut up, dude. We'll get in trouble. Don't fucking question it, dude. Like, you're free to go, sir. You're free to go, DaBaby.
All right, that's a different incident. It says he hit a Las Vegas driver during a ride. So he just paid $7,500 to and.
Yeah.
You see the article, the real article you have to like subscribe and pay for.
There's no fucking thing that you can get the information of what happened with DaBaby. This knowledge has to be out there. Check Black Twitter. They'll know.
All right. The NME. Oh, it's the same one. I gotta find it.
You fuck it. You're a terrible journalist.
All right, this one should be it. He was sentenced to probation in 2019
for murdering a guy.
It says this is from Complex. It says back in March 2019, a North Carolina judge dismissed gun-related charges against DaBaby in connection to a 2018 fatal shooting. Says the 27-year-old rapper, legal name Jonathan Lindell Kirk, was charged with one count of carrying a concealed weapon. However, the misdemeanor was eventually tossed because a key witness failed to appear in court. State attorneys weren't pleased by the judge's decision and continued to pursue the case. According to the Observer, the rapper was found guilty of the concealed weapon charge Thursday after prosecutors secured a retrial. District Attorney Office spokeswoman Megan McDonald said the move to recharge DaBaby was permitted by state law due to the circumstances surrounding the case. The charges stem from a November 5th, 2018 incident at a Huntersville, North Carolina Walmart, where 19-year-old Jalen Dominique Craig was fatally shot. Though DaBaby admitted he was involved in the shooting, he insisted it was an act of self-defense. He claimed he was in the store shopping with his family when two men, including Craig, accosted him while carrying weapons.
Okay, so he claimed self-defense, and then the key witness that was supposed to go against him didn't show up, so the judge had to rule against it.
Pretty much. This is TMZ reports he was sentenced to a year of unsupervised probation and 30 days behind bars, but the jail sentence was suspended. So basically, just a year of probation.
Yeah, he probably also had a really good lawyer. He probably had a really fucking good lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that story. But then he ended up finding himself in some different criminal situations.
Well, it sounds like, but then they got him for like, you know,
but it was just
having they got him with the concealed like firearm without a permit.
Yeah.
Thing. So whatever. I don't care. Fuck DaBaby. Fuck the
I had to read all that, and that's your reaction.
Yeah. Fuck DaBaby. Yeah. Who cares? Again, I would like to stress, I'm not saying that there are not other genres that have, you know, homophobia involved in them.
Well, there's music in general,
but
you're bound to find
nothing,
someone.
nothing that's major though.
Yeah, you're bound to find someone probably with
like. There's definitely going to be country
problematic lyrics or something
with it, but country, but the mainstream of it isn't.
Well, the mainstream is huge.
Yeah, but the mainstream of it isn't.
Country, argue like for concert wise, like you'll just see solo concert acts and they headline football stadiums. That's tough for some rock bands to do. Yeah,
country is. I don't think it's that. It's that country is so huge. I just think they have a very dedicated fan base.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Every solo act, like big country solo act I see, they're not doing like a theater. They're doing arenas or stadiums. Like for rock bands, like a big act will do like a theater or just
that's
like a
true.
club.
Well, I also think, to be fair, I think that's because a lot of their demographic are older and have money.
Well, they have a lot of younger fans.
Yeah, but I also think
it's a lot older. Yeah,
there's a lot of older people with money, and they'll go with their family, so they'll buy all their kids' tickets too.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, even if their kids are older, like even if their kids are like in their 20s,
something to do.
It's a family. I think a lot of families go to country shows because their lyrics are non-problematic in any sense, and also because it's not heavy. You know what I mean? Like I don't see
the sound of country music that's just, I can bring a whole family. We're just gonna take
exactly
a party bus down to the concert. We're just gonna jam out. Like
it's pretty music, easy going. It's not too loud.
You wouldn't take your family to a metal concert.
If your family's broken, you do. Like if you have a really dysfunctional family, I'm sure there's families.
If your family has a good taste in music, you would.
I'm sure I'm sure there's families who do that, but I'm also almost certain that those families are dysfunctional.
It's the whole family Christmas present next year. We're all going to see Slipknot.
Dude, if you've ever seen a kid at a metal show, you're like, that kid's not going to grow up healthy. I have seen kids. It's like, I think there's a point of listening to metal, but it's also like, if you're like fucking 6 and heavily into metal, it's probably a good chance you're not going to grow up healthy.
You've seen 6-year-olds at metal concerts.
Mm-hmm.
They have earplugs.
No, not 6-year-olds. The 6-year-olds is plural. I've seen a 6-year-old.
Okay.
I've not seen 6-year-olds.
Like a class field trip.
No, I'm just meant like I haven't seen it multiple times, but I have seen that before.
Yeah, it's probably just the parents are into metal and we got to take our kid.
Yeah, there's a lot of parents that project themselves onto their kids.
Yeah.
And like force them to be into the stuff they like, kind of at a young age. Like, haven't you ever seen a kid who's like wearing like a fucking band t-shirt that's like that's your parents' band they like, not you. You know what I mean?
Hey, I wore a Backstreet Boys t-shirt as a kid, and I love.
But that was you. That's you. It's like you honestly like that. That makes sense. But it's like, I've seen like tiny kids wearing like a fucking Ramones t-shirt. I'm like, that I don't think this 6-year-old is really into the Ramones.
It'd be funny if they just a newborn baby, the first clothes they get are like, I'm parents.
Dude, they make onesies that are like band onesies for babies. It's like, dude, this is disgusting.
It's a baby wearing the remote.
Put something with an elephant on your kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't project yourself onto
What's
your
up
child.
with this ACDC t-shirt?
Yeah, that's
One
exactly.
thing.
Yes, that's another thing. You'll see like little kids with like an ACD. I don't fucking think they like that. And every band website does that. They'll also make like kid-sized fucking shit, dude. And it's like, stop it, dude. Like,
I know that there's like some music groups that like a compilation thing, but it's like rock songs, but they're lullabies.
no, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's totally cool. I mean, like, they're just like make it lullabies. I think that's fine. It's because it's still just music, you know? And, you know,
It's like,
it's
Mom,
such
play Sweet Child of Mine, lullaby version.
yeah, that's fine because it probably what I could see this is that lullabies are essentially just tones to ease a child into sleep. So it really doesn't matter. It's not like it's going to. I'm sure there's probably something where it's like they'll probably later on like build some sort of comfort when they hear those notes again. I'm sure there's something you could probably argue with that. I'm not smart enough to really know what that is, but I could, you know what I mean? I'm sure there's some connection to that. But also, I would say it's like you do that, and then it's also for you as an adult who has to listen to that, also be able to sort of not like enjoy what you're hearing and not be annoyed by it.
I think my favorite thing on the pod is you explain something that seems like it could be very intelligent or insightful or informative or deep, and you're like, I'm not that smart, so don't really listen to what I have to say.
Well, at least I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a fucking genius and you should listen to everything I said. I'm just a moron that has a podcast. I'm throwing my ideas out without even thinking about it. Sure,
a bold strategy in 2022.
No, sure, are some of them good ideas? Statistically, they have to be some good ideas.
Yeah, I think there's
are probably some of them bad ideas. Yeah, of course. Do I believe
like
all of them?
Drinking gasoline? Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I mean, yeah, it's probably. I don't know. I think that's one of the only good ones I've had, honestly. But yeah, but I'm also not going to sit here and act like an authority that you should respect and write off every word. Now, if you agree with me, awesome. Fucking comment down below about it. But I don't know. I don't really care.
That's our new merch is we sell badges, like police badges that say we are the authority, and that's
Where'd you hear that from?
I just made that up. I mean, probably
no. Like it's like a way of like saying where you get your information from.
Oh yeah.
I have on good authority from Inept Pit.
That Pit told me a shot of gasoline is fine.
I still agree you should do a fucking shot of gasoline and then throw a match down your throat. For legal reasons, my lawyer said that that's a joke. I have to say that's a joke from legal reasons. That's what my lawyer told me, but we all know what I really mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We have an attorney now? Or you just said?
I have an attorney.
I mean, we probably should hire.
Well, after all those after all those sexual harassment accusations I got, I had to lawyer up. You know, I just had to. There's only so many people that can accuse you of without consent shoving a fist up their ass before you have to lawyer up. I've been fucking accused on several occasions of doing a Street Fighter Ryu shuriken uppercut into people's assholes. And after the 6th or 7th, I was like, it's time to get a lawyer because this is starting to look bad.
Didn't look bad.
As preposterous of the claims of me shuriken uppercutting someone's asshole. Dude, honestly, no, I want you to look that up. Shuriken. Look up the video. I don't know. Just look up Ryu uppercut. RYU uppercut. I want you to imagine me doing this to someone's asshole and how preposterous this claim is, dude. I don't even understand how I could physically do this. Shuriken.
I'm laughing. Some of these titles have that phrase in it. So when you said it, I was reading it
because it's what the move is called, and you, of course, everyone knows in traditional in traditional Japanese martial arts, you have to yell the name of the move that you were doing while doing it.
Dude, I can already tell if we play this, we're gonna get like a copyright infringement.
Why?
I don't know.
How the fuck did they not get it? It's not a clip from Street Fighter. How the fuck can they show a thing from Street Fighter, but then we show the thing they showed from Street Fighter?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, they could suck my dick and play it. They don't own the rights to the Shuriken anyways.
All right, I gotta share the screen here.
Make sure it's full screen before you share it. We don't want to be showing side videos. Another shit. Because you're just super bad at editing a podcast.
I am, but that's not the point here.
I don't want to see the channel's name. That's what's going to give us the copyright claim.
But you know what? When I go to full screen, it disappears the Zoom link. Oh, never mind. There it is.
Yeah, fucking asshole. Ready? Let's do it. I was pretty sure we got to wrap up soon, too.
Yeah, we do. You
All
see
right.
the screen?
Yep. Now imagine this asshole. Oh, put that. Pause. Turn the fucking volume up. We need to hear. We need to hear the volume.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, dude, it's the evolution. That's even hilarious.
Is this a video game?
Yeah. Evan, is this a video game? What the fuck? There we go. I don't like that one. Go to the original. There we go. Shuriken. Let's see some more, dude. Now imagine that. Oh, dude, this is from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Probably my favorite game of all time. Oh, Shin Shuriken, dude. Yeah, no, yeah, dude, kick that fucking dude's ass, dude. What the fuck even is that guy? His penis is hanging out. All right, I think we've had enough of this. But yeah, I do that to people's assholes. I mean, I don't do that to people's assholes. I've been accused of it. That's not true. That is fake news. That is fake news. I don't actually do that to people's assholes. I just have been accused of that.
Okay.
All right. As long as that's clear now. Sweating bullets over here. How much time are we in?
We have like 9 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Well, we got time to talk still. I thought we were closer.
No, we got about. We're at the 15-minute mark.
All right, that's it.
What do we have to talk about?
Yeah, fuck,
we
man.
talked about a lot, and
Fuck it, dude. I thought
we talked about less, and it's gone longer in past episodes.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't even remember what we talked about. I probably said some things I'm going to regret or public knowledge now.
Well, we opened up with
I'm probably gonna get some
gasoline.
I'm probably gonna get some hate for saying that, you know, rap has mainstream homophobia in it. I'm probably gonna get some shit for that, but no, I don't think so, because that's like and that Lil Nas X's whole thing.
Yeah, and then
so
you
fuck
said
it.
Frank Ocean.
Sorry
he's
for
not really a rapper.
He's not really a rapper, but he did a lot of crossover music with rappers. Like, he was featured on a lot of their songs and stuff like that. What the fuck ever happened to Frank Ocean?
When that first album came out, he was huge.
Yeah, he's a fucking amazing singer.
Yeah, he is.
He has a great voice.
I'll see if he has a new album coming out.
He's been gone. I think he went left because of mental health issues or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's 34.
I mean, that album came out a decade ago, I think. Because he was big when we were in high school.
Yeah, Channel Orange, 2012.
Yeah, but yeah, holy shit.
He had an album in 2016.
Oh, he did. I did not listen to it. I mean, I didn't really listen to his first album. I just heard a couple songs. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's clearly a really good singer.
He had a visual album and then an actual studio album. Yeah, he hasn't put out anything in 6 years.
Yeah, but he didn't wasn't there something wrong with it? He has claimed he has left for mental health issues, something like that. He didn't want to be in the limelight because of it or something. I have no fucking idea. I might have just made all that up about him.
It says on Christmas he released a new 9-minute song, so maybe he might be coming back.
A 9-minute song, dude. That's badass. I like it when people throw fucking 9-minuters out there.
It's on Christmas of this last 2021.
Dude, 9-minute songs rule, dude. Well, fucking yes. Frank Ocean following the steps of metal, dude. In classical music was the first. That's why like there's a big comparisons about how metal is the closest genre to classical music.
That's insane because it's just song length, not
it's
style.
not just no. It is the style. If you listen to the way metal is constructed and the layering of it is very similar, dude. There's whole genres of people making metal songs into and then doing it like in classical stylings, and it works really, really fucking well. Like there's a whole band that made it its thing, Apocalyptico. Look it up.
I've heard of them. I haven't looked.
Look them up. Yeah, it's like the whole band where their whole and they were big for a while. They were just taking metal songs and then turning them into. They were just like a classical band that did metal songs, and like the big one, the boy
Finland.
Yeah, and they were just taking metal songs and rendering them in classical method. If I remember correctly.
It was originally a classical style Metallica tribute band. The band eventually adopted a neoclassical metal style without the use of conventional guitars and bass.
Yeah.
They've sold 4 million albums.
Yeah, they were pretty big. They got big. They were just doing classical renditions of Metallica. And it fucking worked real fucking well. There's a bunch of people that made classical renditions of metal songs. It's the best conversion. So
they just put out a new album.
It's also probably the complexity of some of it. Metal is, for better or for worse, is usually some of the most complicated music. Like some people don't like it for that reason. Yeah. It's just, that's like the thing. Like your ear has to be trained for it. Like sometimes you'll listen to metal and like when people say it sounds like noise, I'm like, I can see why it sounds like noise to you. Like it just sounds like noise, but it's like you have to like train your ear to. It's the sum of all the parts together.
Yeah, if you give metal some effort, like when I first heard it, I was like, it just sounds like a bunch of, like you said, noises and just heavy drums. But if you actually put some earbuds on and just like listen to a few songs, it's like, I can see why people like this.
Well, it's like you're training your ear because you're used to not listening to something as layered and as in depth and complicated. Because like everyone's just shred notes. You're not like going to get like metal music that just plays. Well, you're not gonna have good metal music, I should say, that just plays 3 chords. Yeah,
everyone grows up on just melodies, but metal's something that's different.
It is different, but again, like I also understand why people don't like it. Also, it can come off. A lot of it can seem just very aggressive, and why I can see why people don't. Dark, complex, but it's like no genre of music has captured the emotions of depression better than metal ever has. They make songs that like pop songs try to do it.
What about punk?
No, punk doesn't do it at all.
That's punk. What Joy Division is.
Punk, yeah, but I don't think they capture depression very well. Some of their songs do. Some of them do. I will agree. But
Curtis was
metal, I think, better. Like metal can capture the dark gloom of suicidal thoughts, but better than anything. I mean, listen to the song "Fade to Black" by Metallica, and it's all about a song about wanting to kill yourself, but it's like the impending doom that seems like it's overcoming in the song.
Yeah.
With the matched lyrics, it's like it feels like you can feel the dark thoughts creeping over you and taking a hold. It's fucking a beautiful song that doesn't get enough edge because it goes to the acoustic melody and then the fucking dark electric, like a dark over. Oh God, I can't bring it enough joy that song is a fucking masterpiece of a song. And like not only does it with lyrics capture it, but the actual melody itself captures the idea and the dark gloom of suicidal thoughts.
We're too busy listening to Enter Sandman and One to listen to that song.
Well, One's a really good one too. One's all about PTSD.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's great. That's what One is about. It's about a soldier who comes back from war and is haunted by PTSD.
I just remember that being like the best song to play in like Guitar Hero 3. I'm like,
what, One? It's fucking all amazing song. I can't hit it. Yeah, it all is. And then like Landmine has taken my.
It's like 8 minutes long too. Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, but yeah, that song's all about PTSD. They write about mental illness in like a shit ton of their songs.
If you ask most people who listen to that song, they wouldn't tell you. They're like, I do think it's a great hook.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the intro, and
oh,
I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah,
Metallica's so I think Metallica has a huge fan base that listens to Metallica that has no idea what their songs are about. I totally agree. And then I think Metallica also has a bunch of people that write them off as just some bullshit metal band that sucks, that don't understand the complexity of their lyrics and their music. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, listen to the album. Like, I guarantee you how many hipsters that go to protests don't give a shit about Metallica, don't like it. Yet Metallica wrote one of the best fucking like songs about injustice, or albums about injustice. They made a whole album, Injustice for All. That album, you listen to it lyrically, is amazing. Like, it's so good about the injustice of the world. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. I think metal also has like one of the worst complicated of like having fans that listen to their music that don't understand it, while also having people who would love the meaning of their music if they just got over their hipster identity of not being able to like a mainstream metal band like Metallica.
Or people just listen to the lyrics and actually.
Well, I mean, Iron Maiden,
put some meaning to them.
Well, Iron Maiden is like Iron Maiden's fucking stellar meaning to their songs, and have like great, like basically what I would call like political based songs about anti-government and injustices that are going on in the world. But a lot of people don't look at it and kind of write them off for that. I mean, dude, what was their fucking big song that just came? Writing on the Wall. Not only the song lyrics very good for that, but also watch the music video for Writing on the Wall. Such a politically charged music video that's really artistically well done and directed.
I think we listened to the song. I haven't seen the music video.
You need to watch the music video. The music video is stellar. And as like a bunch of like political meanings behind it, as well as directed by Bruce Dickinson himself, the lead singer of the band, who's probably one of the most talented people that ever lived. Not only is he an insanely good, no, I'm not even kidding. Not only is he an insanely good singer, he also is a fucking first class, like world class fencer. He's also an amazing artist. He also directs his own music videos. He also is a pilot. Like, he flies flies planes.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude, the guy's insanely talented.
I'll check out the music video then.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think now we're ready, right?
Long time, yeah.
Cool. Hey, all you have to do is get me to talk about music I like, and I could probably just rant off for about
10 minutes.
It wasn't very funny. It was just me on being autistic. Which is funny. You got to see an autistic man. And then we'd even fucking talk about the thing I wanted to talk about. An hour in.
Maybe for next time.
Yeah, we're going to talk about To Catch a Predator? Question mark? That's the hint. That's the hint. I watch on YouTube, like, it's fucking the normal bullshit I say. Smash the like button, crash the subscribe button. You're not going to, but I fucking say it anyways. I don't know, leave a comment of some shit. If you listen to this on Spotify, fucking hit follow, download the episodes, do the same on Stitcher, on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating and write a little bit of review. At the end of the month, we'll give out a free t-shirt to someone who did. Maybe. I don't know. I could be lying. And you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Inept Pit, as well as you can email us at ineptpit@gmail.com for any booking concerns. You want book us for stand-up or live podcast, as well as you can buy a shirt through us there. You can message about that. And besides that, I don't give a shit anymore, so Evan, say whatever you want.
You can follow me on Twitter at Sol7 and at Instagram at Sol7.
Bing, bang, boom. That's the pod. Lick my balls.
See everyone next time.